But look, it's almost like she's looking on, this picture in particular, it looks like this Pam is looking on and so proud of this Pam for all the hard work, as we all are too. As we all are too. Pam, will you step up? Pam has agreed to do a talk for us, and I'm so thankful. Do you want to be, where do you want to be?
That's fine, I just need my little notes.
First, let's do some business.
So proud of you.
Okay, put that there. I'm going to turn it over to you so you can get a little talk. This is a good meeting. These are the kind of meetings I could do all the time.
Thanks. I had to bring my notes because, like she said, I just had a birthday and I don't remember like I used to. So I wrote it down just in case. And standing up and talking about myself like this isn't my comfort zone, so bear with me. When I started Weight Watchers, actually in 2018 was the last time I started, so this has been my most recent journey. I also started in high school, which if I just had my 70th birthday, you can do the math how long Weight Watchers has been in my life. But when I started back in 2018 again, they said, well, what's your why? And I'm like, what's my why? Why not? I mean, I didn't have a reason except I needed to lose it, and there wasn't a particular reason. And they said, well, what's your goal? And I said, to not look like this, to weigh less. I don't know what my goal is. It's too far away. I can't imagine what my goal is. So I didn't start off with those things particularly, but along the way I've had a big goal and I've had a lot of small goals. And I've had big whys and a lot of small whys. And I think that changing thing is what has kept me going, because life changes so much around us. I mean, look at the last 5 years. The why and the goal just keep changing, and I think that's part of what keeps me going. When I want some amusement, or I'm bored, or I get frustrated, I look at the Weight Watchers goal for my weight and height, and that provides a nice little chuckle, because that is not my why or my goal. So I've got my doctor's support in all of that. It's been a long journey, 7 years to lose 75 pounds. You know, some people get up and look at their chart and the weight they've lost and it goes like this. Mine looks like an EKG. It's like this. But you know what? I don't think I'll ever find those 75 pounds again. I think they're gone. And for me, that was the way for me to lose it, because I gained it over so many years. My weight now is about what I weighed when I got pregnant with my son. He's 47. So it's taken me a long time to get it up there, and it's taken me a while to get it down. And I'm really good with that. That's my journey. Some people lose faster, and that's their journey. I'm not saying right or wrong. But for me, this has been a good way to do it. And along the way, I've done a lot in life. I've retired, and I go out and eat, and I go and do fun things, and my weight's not my priority, but it's always in my mind, because once you've been in Weight Watchers since high school, it gets ingrained, and you kind of know, and you make those choices, but you also have a good time. And that's what's been important to me. You know, there's that saying about when you die, nobody's going to ask if you completed that last project at work or whatever. Nobody's going to ask, what was your last check-in at Weight Watchers? You know, you have fun. That's the thing. I've been able to do it because of the support that I've gotten. The meetings here are so important. I've got a great buddy that keeps me accountable. Got a great leader for our team, and all that has helped me get through the ups and downs and the frustrations and the joys along the way too. I don't have that support at home. My husband is a very great guy, very supportive, but he could eat anything he wants and gain 2 pounds and then say, oh, I think I need to lose that, and lose it by the next day. So he doesn't get my journey to the point where If I came home and said, oh, I lost 3 pounds this week, he'd say, hey, let's go get ice cream and celebrate. You know, he just doesn't get that. So I don't get that support at home. So this kind of thing is really important to me. We talk about, a lot of us, about our health journey, and that really is my biggest goal. Although I didn't know that when I first started, because I wasn't aware of what I was doing to my body at the time. But along the way, those numbers in the lab reports got redder and redder, and now they're all green. My doctor's real happy, I'm real happy, we don't have those conversations. So that's been a really important thing for me. I also see a weight loss doctor, and my weight loss doctor says that she is more concerned about the circumference of my waist than she is about the number on the scale. And I like that idea, because that's something that measures my weight, measures my health as much as my weight does. She also checks when I go, and they do they do a different set of measurements on you. So this last time I went, I had lost 3.5 pounds. That's fine. But when she broke it down, I lost 5 pounds in fat and gained 1.5 pounds in muscle. That was worth celebrating. That made me happy. We laugh and talk about we need that strength, that upper body strength, so we can use our walkers in the nursing home. Don't want to fall, you'll be in a wheelchair. I want to use my walker. So that kind of thing has been real important in my support and health too. The other thing that has kept me going is my 6 perfect grandkids and keeping up with them and all of their activities. And that's a big why for me, and a big part of it. They've also been real supportive, to the point where one of the little ones came up to me at Christmas and gave me a big hug and said, my hands touch. Okay, you just gave me the best present ever. We travel, and I like being able to travel without the concerns that I had before. We've all talked about the seatbelt extenders and things like that. The last time we traveled, I went down the aisle this way. Not this way, but this way. And that was new. That was big and felt good. And I didn't knock anybody out. The person in front of me, I could let my tray down. And even if they laid their seat back, I could have my tray down before I could even put my tray down. Those are some of the little non-scale victories that we talk about. I actually tighten my seatbelt now. I like that because I kind of make a big deal out of it when I do it. Watch this. We went on a trip to Belize in February, and my husband wanted to go on a submarine, and I'm claustrophobic. But I did it. I looked it up and I checked it out and I did it. To get on the submarine, you have to go down this ladder, like a sailor would on a ship or something. And I didn't see my backside going down that thing that way, but he really wanted to do it and I did it. And it was okay, I made it. And then we got inside, and they had a really long row with little butt prints along the way. And I thought, oh dear, how many of those am I going to take up? And I only used one. And getting that image to change from that to that, it's really, really hard. When I go shopping, I shop for this girl, not that girl, and I have to change that up. It's really difficult. I moved the setting on my car seat, those automatic settings. I can't drive from there. I have to move it up now, because there's not as much. I had this girl ask for one of those great big bath towels that you can get, that really nice big fluffy bath towel, because I knew it would go all the way around. I got rid of it because the regular ones work now. Those non-scale victories make me happy every time I do it. See if there was anything else. Oh, yeah, so the health issue part, I have some health issues that could be debilitating, and they could keep me from losing weight And they do, they can interfere with me losing weight. But I decided not to let those define me and to move past those and let my weight overpower those issues, mentally at least. You know, think about what I can do rather than what I can't do. Kind of goes along with what I was talking about at the Walker at the nursing home. So I eat pretty healthy. I manage my proteins and carbs the best I can. I try to get 7 hours of sleep or so. I stay active. I exercise at least 4 times a week for an hour in classes or on my own. And I figure that's the best I can do for myself. And if I don't do those things, I feel like I'm letting myself down. So they're a pretty good motivator. And again, having a buddy to do those things with me helps a whole lot. But like I said, the biggest thing probably has been this group. And this group has changed. There are a few of us who were at a hotel down the road, and there were 10 of us at the time or so in the meeting. And then we moved here, and it's grown, and I've gotten to know more and more people and listen to everyone's story. And everybody's story is so motivating that each week I walk away thinking, wow, she did that, and I bet I could too. So even the littlest things, like Robin says, are really motivating. So don't stop them, because they do help all of us. That is my weight story. And I'm happy to be here. I will say this, shame on Weight Watchers, because you get a 50-pound charm and you weigh 25 more pounds before you get another one. And that's just wrong.
That's a long
But
25.
it is, it's a very, very long time, and it's really wrong. But I will tell you this, stick around, because I'm after my 100-pound charm next.
Was that in 2018
Yeah, this was 2018 when I started.
when you started?
Yeah, the summer, that was the summer, and actually started in September. Yeah.
I ask you first, you look absolutely amazing. I told you that earlier, and the pictures of her on her birthday, you just look like you just had so much fun, and I loved all the pictures of you and the grandkids. So you could tell they were so proud of you.
Yeah, family support's amazing.
Yes.
I love it.
But I wanted to know, because you have, I think kind of like me, you've done a lot of different activity, like trying, as exercise. So I just wanted to see if you tell us a few that you've tried and what you really like the most for activity.
Yeah, so if any of you ever listened to Fat Dad years ago when he had his podcast, he said, start walking as a good way to start exercise. And he said, I don't mean go out and walk 3 miles like Robin was joking this morning. He said, walk to your mailbox and back. And tomorrow walk to your neighbor's mailbox and back. And those little steps, it was like a great big boom giving you permission to start so small and not think that a walk had to be, some big defined thing. So that kind of encouragement was helpful in the beginning, and I did. I literally walked around the block and came home and celebrated, because that was fabulous for me. But I've evolved. I've done different things along the way. Currently, I have 2 exercise classes that focus on certain muscles. Like we worked quads the other day, and then we worked biceps and triceps another day. And then I've got another class that is a power hour water class. And she works you hard for an hour, and she works on arms, legs, core. And that's been my other thing, is working on core. So I try to get a variety of classes in for me now. I don't do a ton of walking, because medically that's something they suggested I not do unless I go walk on a soft track somewhere or something, which is available but not exciting. So I try to mix it up and use what's available and what's around.
Great question. Anybody else? Anybody else have a question for her? Nobody? Pam? That was amazing.
Yes.
Thank you all. I really appreciate it.